For today's hike, we head back to the Hieroglyphics Trail. If you recall, last time we went, the parking lot was full, and we went somewhere else. But today, Kelly found a parking spot. If you look down there, there are actually a number of spots. Most of the cars are from out of state. Okay, Kelly, where are we going today?
Today we are not going to the Lost Gold Mine Trail. We did that the last time. We are going to the Hieroglyphic Trail. We are both beat from playing pickleball last night, so it's an easy hike.
Okay, and I claim it should be the Petroglyph Trail, not the Hieroglyphics Trail. What's the difference between the two?
Hieroglyphics were a form of communication written on rocks. Let me see if I get this right. Petroglyphs. I can tell by Jerry laughing I'm wrong. Jerry, please explain.
I already told him the difference of this, and now he's
it was a week ago. I forgot. Okay. Hieroglyphics were a way of communicating
on the actual language.
Where petroglyphs are pictures of cactus and stuff.
Well, it's not an official language. They're just pictures of stuff.
Drawings.
At any rate,
not pictures, drawings. I got that one.
What Kelly meant to say was that hieroglyphics are an actual alphabet and language like the ancient Egyptians used, where petroglyphs are just rock carvings. These are fake. They're the sign that directs us where to go. So onward on the Hieroglyphics Trail. There's Flatiron. That's a great hike if you're up for a bit of a challenge. You'll see some of the hedgehog cactus are blooming, and a lot of the brittle bush. The blooms are dying out, and the cholla cactus may not have started blooming yet. Okay, we're farther on our hike here. That's Kelly up ahead, me tripping over rocks. It's supposed to not be too long of a trail. We don't remember how long it is, but it is a gradual climb uphill. And being as we're a couple old guys, we're tired. Kelly's older than me, but he's in better shape. That's why he's ahead of me.
I'm not sure about that.
It's actually only a 2.8 mile hike, though, as I mentioned earlier, we turned it into almost 5 miles by hiking up further to see what was up ahead of the hieroglyphics. You see, there's still a few little wildflowers, and the cactus blooms are cool. A few lizards out. Some people saw snakes, but not us. Here at the waterfall, there's looking out at the city. When you come across here, there's Kelly. That whole wall on Kelly's left is full of petroglyphs. And there are all the petroglyphs. He's sitting amongst them. Right there's a petroglyph. Right there's Kelly. Look at that.
Everywhere.
All these antelope-like creatures. Just spectacular. And of course there's a bunch of other people here too. We were surprised to see the water and that the stream was still running. It quickly went underground, but just spectacular to see that water, all the petroglyphs. Is that a turtle? I don't know. But there's also this little cave there, a great place to sit and eat something as you escape the heat. These petroglyphs are from the Hohokam Indians who inhabited this desert region about 1,500 years ago. It's frustrating when you see where people have carved their own initials next to these ancient petroglyphs. Right here, some idiots scraped their own little carving into these. But the petroglyphs are just all over here. Where's the centipede? Oh!
It's a dandy.
Little deer.
The centipede.
Look at this stuff. It's spectacular. And if you wonder where Kelly is,
In the shade.
he's in the shade there,
Got it made.
napping. The water and moisture, of course, adds to the vegetation, including these yellow flowers and other flowers. Kelly hiked up a little further, and to our surprise, he found a canyon tree frog.
There he is.
I took a video of it. I'd like to blame this on Kelly, but somehow I thought it was on when it was off, and it was on when it was... Well, you get the idea. There was a tree frog there, and somehow I never got a picture of it. Just use your imagination and imagine that there's a tree frog jumping up on the side of the rocks. Well, here's a barrel cactus for you anyway. Onward we go. Unfortunately, you don't get to see the canyon tree frog. We don't know where we've hiked to.
We don't know where we're going.
We don't know where we're going, but Kelly's going up that to see what's up there. My brother calls this the resurrection plant because it turns bright green when it gets water. When it doesn't have water, it looks like this photograph, just dried and dead. But it's alive. These ferns are very similar. They grow when there's water and they're dead when there isn't. We're up here at the top of the mountain. Not actually, but it feels like it. As I scan around, looking at the peaks. What do we have basking on this rock?
A big lizard.
That would be
Kelly Paul.
Kelly Paul. He's not dead, he's just... After an extended period of time of sleeping and sitting and basking on the rock and taking in the views around us, we finally started the trek back down toward the petroglyphs. Just cool to see him again. Just hard to imagine what the people's lives were like that lived here. What do they do when these ponds dry up? What do these different petroglyphs mean? Just cool to see. Crawl in there. I got the video going.
All right. I'm crawling in. Wow. It's almost like somebody built this here. This would really be a bad time for this to shift.
This is quite the little spot here to rest and relax.
Spot.
Well, Kelly enjoyed the view from his new man cave. I took a quick look out and then went back and started taking more photos of petroglyphs. You know, were there actually those animals roaming around these areas years ago? Who knows? At any rate, eventually we started the trek back down. had a spectacular time seeing the petroglyphs on the hieroglyphic trail. I wish I knew what some of these carvings were. I just don't really think that's a turtle. But just a spectacular sight, even if I don't understand what's going on or why they did this or what they mean. It's just neat to be at this spot, the little creek.
Just cool to see. I'm right next to these petroglyphs. And there's Kelly off in a distance.
And now, the soothing sounds of the water. We had the place to ourselves for a few minutes, but now more people were coming, so we're heading back down.
Those cliffs?
Those cliffs.
And where would we be?
In the Superstition Wilderness area. Going to the petroglyphs, hieroglyphs. Going somewhere.
We actually were leaving the petroglyphs that we hiked to from the hieroglyphic trail, and as he said, in the Superstition Wilderness. It's just right there in our backyard. Most of the people, as you see Kelly in the background, that are out there on that hike are from out of state, from other places. Sometimes amazing that we just don't even appreciate the beauty and what we have in our own backyard. Some of the hedgehog cactus blooming and the wildflowers that are still blooming. And it won't be long before the heat hits and all these are gone. But I hope you enjoyed our hike and enjoyed the view of the petroglyphs. Take care. Have a good day.